All right, ready? So watch this here. So we're taking a look at this question here, right? Okay, if you look at the question, what type of quadratic it looking like? It looks like a what? A maximum. 3 plus 2x minus x squared, right? So it looks like a maximum. So it's really minus x squared plus 2x plus 3. But we do have to, we do not have to really answer those things as yet, right? What we have to do is to complete this table. We have to complete this table here. We have to get those two values. How are we doing that? Any ideas? How are we getting those two values? All right. So for example, what you see here, we took -1 and we put -1 in there and they got 0. So that would be what? 3 plus 2 by -1 minus 1 squared. So that would be 3 minus 2 minus 1 and they got 0. So what you have to do is you have to get this value here, get this value here. And then we're going to draw the graph. When they say draw, you're actually plotting the points. Okay? Do me a favor, copy down the table, copy down the equation, and find those two values, please. Right? So take a look at the long sum. And then we'll do a couple of long sum. Wait, I should give you some indices. Huh? Huh? You see my name? No. You know what you like now? Nah, I didn't. Everybody okay with how to work out the value? So you're plugging in x is -2 and work out the value. Plug in x is 2 and work out the value. And then we're going to do the sketch. I mean, we're going to draw the graph. Online, you're hearing? All right, so I just want to make sure that we got the value correct, right? So you're plugging in x is -2. So you'll get 3 by 2 by -2 minus 2 squared. I want you to pay attention to something there, right? When they say minus x squared, the square the x first, then apply the minus sign, right? Don't put minus and a minus or plus and then square it 2, right? You square the -2 first, then you apply the minus sign. Okay? Don't get that wrong, right? So this will be 3 minus 4 minus 4. Okay, because this is positive. And you will get 3 minus 8, which is -5. That's okay? What was the next value? 2. The next value is 2. Right? The next value is 2. Work it up quick. Work out that up 2 quickly. And then we go into the graph. Draw the graph exactly like the one that we have. With the same scale and everything, right? Bam, 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 bam. Right? How much you got? How many? 5. How many got 5? Let's see if that's correct. 3 plus 2 by 2 minus 2 squared. So that's 3 plus 4 minus 3 plus 4 minus 4, which is 3, right? Check it back, right? Check it back and make sure. Good try. Right? So fill it table out now. Fill your table out and we're gonna plot it, right? Anybody confused? You okay? All right, comment. You okay? Hey, I'm already reach back. All right, here's what you're gonna do for me now, right? After you have your table completed, I want you to use the scale and plot it. You mightn't see it so good, right? But the scale is 2 centimeters to 1 on both axes. Watch here. Positive and negative, right? 2 centimeters to 1. So make sure you split it in 2 like this. All right, split it in 4. Sorry. You'll see enough? 2 centimeters to 2 centimeters to 1 unit. Need a few over there. Split the graph in 4, yeah? Okay, split the graph in four. And as I said, 2 centimeters to 1 unit. So you should have positive and negative values. And when you finish, go ahead and plot. Somebody else. Right. Right? Take your time and draw an hyperlapse, plot it twice, and then connect up. What shape is supposed to get? What shape? A maximum shape, right? So upside down move. Little plot. Little plot here, right? Plot up. Right, for those who didn't get the bars and are really paying attention, yeah. Copy down fast, copy down fast. Make sure you go down to -5 and up to 5. You're a little clock there. plus all the points. Anybody confused with the total? Huh? Right. Company. There. So you can't read off them things. In the top now. Come on. All right, so most people have the idea about the plot. All right, so let's do the little plot up here. So -2 -5 was somewhere all the way down there. I don't really have that. And when x is 2, we got y is 3. So the graph coming up here, coming back down here. Everybody okay with that? What type of function is that? A maximum. Okay, connect it up. We have a next part to do. Connect it up. My sign look like V don't know. Wait, yours. It look like yours there. Okay, I can turn, plot it up there. Everybody okay there? Now let's move from the graph. Yeah, plot it. Let's move from this and answer the questions that they want, right? Use the graph now to determine all those things there. Part B might be a little tricky, but I'll help you out just now. Move from the graph to this. All right, so from your graph, let's read off the maximum point. What's the maximum point from your graph? That was the highest point on top, right? 1, 4? 1, 4? Yeah? So the maximum value is 1, 4. Now for part B. How are we doing that? The range of values of x for which f of x is more than 0. Right. So we got the maximum point, that's right here. So that's 1, 4. Right. What are they talking about now? Where is f of x more than 0? Everything. Very good. All of this here. Everything above the x-axis. Right? All those values, right? All those values here. All these values here are more than f of x is more than 0. You're seeing that? All those values are more than 0. So here's what they're asking you. They are asking you which x values, what's the range of x values that will give it that part of the curve. Anybody can guess? Right? Ishana said all the values between -1 and 3. Is that correct? Yes. Every x value between here will give you a y value on top here. So the answer is between -1 and 3. Between -1 and 3. Pete, okay with that? So the answer is all the values between -1 and 3. Suppose I wanted the values less than 0. What would the answer be, Jamian? Suppose I wanted the values less than 0. X is less than -1 and x is greater than 3. Excellent. Very good. You're seeing that? All the values less than -1 and all the values more than 3. Very good. Right? I don't think I ever showed you all this next part of the question. The next part of the question asks for the gradient at what? X is what? X is 1. Look at the board first before I show you what to do, right? Those who are online, just go to camera. Here's what you do it. The problem is for us to get gradient, and we need a straight line. Yeah, we need a straight line, right? But if we have a curve, Bradley, then we can't get one gradient from this because the gradient here always changes. Y'all see that? So what you need to do really is to get the gradient at a point. So let's say at this point here, I wanted to get the gradient, right? In order to get the gradient, you have to draw a tangent to that point. You have to take a ruler, right? And draw a line that touches this point. Once alone. Well, mine's not so perfect there, but right? So you're drawing a line that will touch that line at that point alone. It can't touch a curve anywhere else. It can only touch the line, sorry, the curve at that line. But okay with that? So when you draw that line, that is the line that you're going to find the gradient of. So you're going to find the gradient of that line. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So when they say finding gradient, what? X is 1. X is 1. When they say find the gradient at X is 1, you have to do this here. What you blue writing, right? At X is 1, that's right here. You draw tangent, right? How will the tangent look there? Something like that. Okay? If they wanted it here, tangent will look like this. If they wanted it here, tangent will look like this. That's okay? You just join a line that only touching the curve at that point alone. Everybody okay with that? So you have to be careful, take your ruler and make sure when you're drawing a line, it's touching at that point alone. Okay? Go and do it, please. Without working it out, anybody can tell me what's the gradient of that line? 0. Has no, that line is not slope, right? So you're supposed to get 0. Work it out fast. Once I find it, when it's a tangent, you don't any points to one. Finding gradient. Any 2 points, I'm trying to find gradient. Then, Finish. And the gradient is 0, right? Yeah. Let's go again. In the group, I shared a paper, right? So in case you're not seeing it, you can just check in the group and you will see it, right? Try this one here. Before I take that, write down the scale. Same scale, right? No, not the same scale. Write down the scale on the x-axis. Write down the scale on the x-axis. 2 centimeters is 1. On the x-axis, 2 centimeters is 1. And on the y-axis, 2 centimeters is 2. Write it down, please. On the x-axis, 2 centimeters is 2. Sorry, 2 is 1. And on the y-axis, 2 is 2. Okay? That's the scale you're using. Go ahead. Complete the graph and plot, right? Any questions online? I know the rain kind of loud, right? But you all hearing okay online and following? Rubina, you all okay? Sebastian, all again, sure? All right, go ahead. Complete the graph and plot it. What should the shape be, Malini? What shape? Maximum, very good. Plot that, please. graph. Try. You can do one before without looking. I'll get you with the graph. Okay, let's see it. But let's see where again. All right, so when x is 0, what you got? 3. When x is 1, what you got? Right. Anyway, we'll see it when you plot. When x is 4, what you got? How much? And when x is 6? Negative? 3. Nice. So it should have went up. It went up and come back down. Yeah. Anybody have issues there? You got the shape? I'm gonna see it. No. We can have more up each. You get one after when it finish. Can you show the calculations to find which one? -3. For this one, you mean for 6. So that'll be 3 plus 5 by 6 minus 6 squared. So this is 33 minus 36. Yeah? That's okay there? Sebastian, you okay with that? All right, nice. Online, you all okay there? Richard, Ariana, are you okay there? Carisha? All right, so you're doing your plot. When x is 0, the answer is what again? I forgot. 3. When x is 1, the answer was? Here's 7. Sorry. 4 was 7, right? And 6 was all the way down. All the way down to -3. Connect it up. Right. Don't flatten it out. You had to go up a little bit and come back down. Are you okay with that? You will have to go up and come back down a little bit. Headache now? Come on, to show you the last set. Everybody okay with that? So that's the shape, right? First part is write down the axis of symmetry and then state the maximum value. Right? Anybody can help me? Where is the axis of symmetry? Where is the axis of symmetry? You don't have to work it out. Look at the graph. Where is that one line that will split the function in two? Which part? X is 2.5. Correct. Right here. Yeah. Amara? And that line was split in two? Yep. So what's the equation of that line? X is equal to X is equal to 2.5. Anybody remember what 2.5 is? From the notes. Saunders, remember? Check back and see. Check back from last week or last day and tell me what that 2.5 represents? Negative h. We're very good, Samira and Ishana. That represented negative h. Okay. The last part is maximum value. What's the max? You follow the axis of symmetry. She'll give you the note. Harmony will give you the note and teach it over, right? Everything from last time, right? Right, Harmony? What's the maximum value here, Jacob? From your graph. Your graph, not my graph. Look at your graph and read off the maximum value. Huh? 9? That's something wrong. That's something wrongish. It had to be higher than that, yes? And the graph went beyond 9? Huh? 9 point? Keep a little higher, like 9.4, 9.5. Right? A little bit higher. So about 9.5. For it to be perfectly symmetric, it has to be about 9.5. Okay? So your maximum value here is about 9.5. Nice. Not bad. Let's go again. Last one. This one a little bit harder. Any questions on this one? Any questions on this one? Amara, you come on the board and do the next one, right? Yeah? Bradley, are you okay, right? All right, the next one a little bit harder, yeah? It mightn't look like a quadratic. I'll share it in group first. Oh, before I forget, for homework, your homework for Monday is to learn angles and circles. See, if you check in the group, there's a summary. You have to learn all those rules. All right? Learn the rules. We'll do a Kahoot on the rules first before we start class. Learn the rules for angles and circles. If you don't have the summary, just message me and I'll send it for you. All right, the one in 2021 is a minimum, so I'm leaving that out, right? There is a harder one somewhere that is, you can't tell what it is. Oh, look at you. All right, so you need one more graph page, please borrow it. If the person next year do have one, all right? You can sell them parallels, 5 for 2. And you have money on them. Huh? Jacob. Buy some for the class now. Jacob. People do have graph paper. All right. So this one is not as nice. They want you to complete the table. Complete that table there. Huh? Not that easy. 3x plus 1 on x.
We got money for this one, sir?
One decimal, please. Nah, today's a free class. What do you think? One decimal place. All the points is one decimal place. Take a time on something table, one decimal place, right? Right. So values and put down. Let us sort out. Right, those who are online, you will send a picture. This send a picture of your graph from right. I want to see what your graph look like. For the scale, oh, I forgot to give you the scale. The scale is on the x-axis, and look at it there. You don't need the negative part. You don't need the negative part, right? Well, what you read at the drill. But the scale is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters is 1 on the x-axis, and on the y-axis 2 centimeters is 1. Write down the scale. On the x-axis 5 is 1. On the x-axis 5 is 1. On the y-axis 2 centimeters is 1. Be a little plot, connect it up. Let's go it up. Right. That way, yeah, apply rules. When I log together, apply rules and some rules. That is right. Right, online message on this minute clock. Right. Time when you read an author, like 10.3, make sure you read all those points correct. When x is 0, we are nothing, right? When x is 0, we are nothing. When x is 0.1, should I 0.1 is not? What is it? Not bad. Yeah, see, that's plus the box, right? So what? So this is 1, and this is 1, and 5 plus 10, right? This is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.3, 0.1, right? 0.1, 10.3, 4, we are. You are all those steps. It shall be in there. For the 5 to 1. Yeah, 5 to 1. Finish block. Mark that 3 times. Yeah. And then we have you can't put that. We have to. Oh, we cut it off. 0.5. We need to do that. Right, but it's way up. Right, so two. Yeah. That's point one. Yeah. All right, so we have a kind of big shape, right? Kind of top down, kind of go up, kind of thing. Right, so I connect them. A kind of sideways sweep. So we're getting 10.3, right? So it looks something like that. Right, so the shape looks something like this here on. Wait, online, you understand anything? Shannon? Can I get any graphs? Right, so your smooth curve should look like this here. All right, it should look like this. Right, what I wanted to remember, because some of you all getting a little trouble with the plotting. If you have 5 blocks, right? 5 blocks equal 1. It means that every big block is 0.2. So that's 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and then 1. Okay, every block is 0.2. So in between will be 0.1. Right, so some of you are plotting it a little bit wrong. Okay. And we have one last part to do. By drawing an appropriate straight line, they want you to solve that. They want you to solve this by drawing an appropriate straight line on your graph. I think I showed this graph. Right? How we doing that? But do you remember what to do? That's all it's not there. Anybody remember what to do? Okay. Sarah, anything? Take it on it. So, choose something easier than that. Something easier than that. Anybody remember online how to solve this? I'll just catch it here. Now remember, I can't take photos. So the graph is what? Oh, let's see the shape. Yeah. Nobody remember what to do? So if I give you a quadratic, x squared plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Where do you read off the answers? Where cuts the x-axis, right? That means where y is 0. So what you're gonna do is this. You're going to read off those 2 points. Because at those 2 points, y is 0. At those 2 points, y is 0. So my question to you now is, we have an equation. Was the equation again? Right, 3x plus 1 on x equal to 6. How are we going to turn this? How are we going to draw lines so that we can end up with the right function, with the answer? What is the line that we have to draw? What is the line we have to draw? Yeah, Malachi? Anybody? Equal to 6. When it was equal to 0, what was the line that we looked at? The x-axis, right? So that is the line, y is 0. But now the function equals to 6. So you draw the line, y is 6. So you draw the line. Draw the line, y is 6. And read it off. Right? Draw the line, y is 6, and read the answer. What answers we got? Draw the line, y is 6, and then tell me what we got. Draw the line, y would be a horizontal line. Draw the line, y is 6, the horizontal line. Right, Jacob is a horizontal line. Y is 6. And tell me what you get now, please. What you read out? Yeah, Bradley, what you got? Bradley got 1.3. Anybody get? Jimian, what do you get? 1.8. Yeah, Pete, what you got? 1.8. 1.8, so we will go with 1.8. And what's the next one? What you get, Ricardo? Read off the next value. Read off the x value. Draw the line. You draw the line, Ricardo. You can't draw a line on y is 6. Huh? Draw the line on y is 6. Samira, how much you got? 0.2 and 1.8. Oh, okay. And the first one is 0.2. Yeah. So those are your answers. So always remember this solid. This is a rule. This is a rule. If you have a function here and a function here, and you draw both of them, where they meet is the solution. Right? So you draw the function here and draw the function here, where they meet is solution. So for example, if I gave you a quadratic and I gave you a line, right? Let's say I gave you something like this: x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal to x plus 3. And after this to solve it, draw the quadratic. Let's say it looked like this, and draw the straight line. Let's say it looked like this. Where they meet is the answer. That's okay? That's the way you solve functions graphically. All right. So that's the end of that. What I want you to do for me now, for homework, is to learn the angles and circles. So you're going to the math summary. I'm going to show you quick because somebody will say, you don't have the math summary and never see that before in your life and never say it, right? So write it down. Write it down, please. Right? Malachi, you listening? What I hear telling Malachi, right? I want you to learn all these circle theorems for homework. So you have to be able to draw it, and you have to be able to write the reason underneath. So whenever you see a semicircle, a circle with a triangle inside it, the angle at the circumference is 90. I want you to learn all the rules. When you see the shape, you know the shape is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay? So learn the rules, make sure you can draw them, and make sure you can write the reason underneath. Okay? Write it down, huh? Malachi, you hear that, right? All right, so that's it.